Good morning, Peaceful Place friends. Teacher Mary here. Today we are going to talk about a letter sound together. We are going to talk about the letter sound. Can you say? Nice. All right, so we are going to talk about the letter sound today. And I know that last week Teacher Brianna was talking about the letters in sign language, and hopefully you got to practice with them. I saw those beautiful worksheets she made. So I was going to practice with you how to sign language the letter sound. Okay? So you're going to have your hand up and ready. Maybe give those fingers a little wiggle. All right, so you're gonna take your index finger and your thumb and you're gonna connect them together. And then you're gonna straighten out these fingers and hold them nice and close together to make the letter F. Look at that. You got your index finger and your thumb touching, and then the rest of your fingers are standing up straight. This is sign language for F. All right, pretty cool. I don't know that much about sign language, so I found it pretty neat to be able to practice. All right, so now we're going to move on to the second part of our lesson today, and we are going to do something that you are all probably familiar with. We are going to do a rainbow letter together. All right, so I'll show you the one that I made. Here we have it. So we have right here. And then we have pictures over here. Can you see what those pictures are? Let me get it a little closer. What are those? Fish, right? Fish. Can you hear the F in fish? Now, let's see, there's so many. Why don't we count them? Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Five also starts with F, doesn't it? So we have the letter sound F, and we have 5 fish. Pretty neat. Alrighty, so as you know, with the rainbow letters, we have to have colors, right? Colored pencils. So I picked out 3 colors that I thought were really beautiful together, and I'm going to demonstrate the rainbow letter for you. All right, so I'm going to start with blue, and we're going to trace the inside of this, okay? So when you're tracing, we're going to start at the top, okay? We're going to start here, and we are going to bring our pencil all the way to the bottom in one line. Okay, and then we'll pick up our pencil and bring it over here to the left, to this side, and we are going to draw a straight line across. There you go. Here's our first trace for the letter sound F. All right, next color I have here is purple. So let's trace it again. We're going to start at the top, draw one line that follows all the way to the bottom, just like that. And then we're going to pick up that pencil, bring it over to the left, and draw a straight line through. Okay, there we go. We've got our second color in there. Last color is red. So we're going to do it the same as we've done it before by starting at the top and bringing it all the way down in one smooth line. And then we'll start over on the left again and draw that straight line through the middle. All right, pretty easy. So of course, with doing rainbow letters at home, you can do as many colors as you can fit in there. And then once you're done tracing the letter, you can color these 5 fish. And you can color them whatever color you'd like. You can do them all different colors or all the same, or whichever way you want to do it. It's all up to you. But over here, we want to make sure that we're tracing and not coloring in the letter sound f. Okay? All right, so now that we are finished with our rainbow letter f, we are going to talk about some objects and some things that start with the letter sound f. Okay? So I had to search around my house for what I could find, and I discovered a lot of things in my house actually start with the letter sound f. So let's take a look. I went to the kitchen first and I said, what in here starts with the letter sound f? And I had to look around, maybe open up some cupboards and some drawers, and oh, all right, I found flower. Flower starts with the letter sound f, and flour is great for baking and cooking, right? Which is why it's in the kitchen. Next, I found this, an apple. Apple doesn't start with f, right? No, but it is a fruit. An apple is a fruit. So I thought, okay, fruit. And of course, there's lots of other kinds of fruit that might be in your kitchen, but fruit starts with the letter sound f. All right, so then I moved from my kitchen and I went to my living room. And boy, are there a lot of things in my living room that started with the letter sound f. I looked around, I put my thinking cap on, and I found a frame. Look at that, a frame, like for pictures. And you can see in here, I don't have my own picture in there yet, just the one that came in there when I bought it, but the frame starts with the letter sound f, frame. Pretty neat. And then I found, found starts with the letter sound f too, doesn't it? This feather. And it's a little gold shiny tray that you can set things on so you don't lose them if they're small objects. But I saw, oh, it's a feather, and feather starts with the letter sound f. Next, I did find something that I thought was quite beautiful and great. I found one of my plants was blooming flowers. Look at that. Some flowers right in here, and there's some little buds. I don't know if you can see them. So some more will be coming in soon. But I found some flowers in my living room, and I thought they were beautiful and that I'd share them with you. I was very excited because sometimes the plant is just the leaves, and then every once in a while it will bloom some beautiful flowers. And I was excited to see that. All right. Next, I moved over to my desk where I do some of my work, and I was looking and I was looking, and I found this, a folder. Folder. Folder starts with the letter sound f, and folders are great for organizing because I know a lot of you have probably been doing the worksheets and printables that we send each week, and to keep all of that stuff organized, a great thing to have for that is a folder. And this folder also has fruit on it. Do you see what fruit is on there? Pineapple, right? It doesn't start with f, but I thought it was kind of cool that it was a fruit folder. A lot of f sounds in the house that I didn't even know were there or didn't even pay attention to. Okay, now I have on my desk another f thing. It's pretty big. This is a fiddle fig tree. Fiddle fig tree. Now, that's two f sounds in its name, and I thought, whoa, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that it had two of the f sounds in it. I had to look up what kind of plant this was, and I found out that it has two f's in its name. Pretty cool. Fiddle fig tree. All right, now I saved the best f sound, to me at least, for last. I was looking, and I found a picture of my family. That's my family. Can you hear the in family? Now, I know most of you probably live with your moms, dads, sisters, brothers, family members, and I have my own little family here, but the people you see in the picture are my mom, dad, and my middle sister, and my youngest sister, because I'm the oldest. There's me, and my mom and dad. But I don't live with them anymore. I live with my partner and his daughter. But I do miss my family so much. And seeing that picture, I thought I just have to share that with you because it started with our letter sound. Family, right? Okay, so now we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna play a game together, okay? I thought it would be fun if we played a guessing game, okay? So I'm going to read off some clues and I want you to put on your thinking cap and while I'm giving you these clues, think of words that start with the letter sound. All right, so we're gonna start with our first word, okay? So be thinking about it as I give you these clues. All right, first one. This is an amphibian. It can live in the water or on land. It likes to eat insects. It will slip its tongue out really fast to catch them. And it is green and it makes the sound ribbit. If you haven't already guessed by now, it is frog. Frog starts with the letter sound. Nice work. All right, are you ready for number 2? Let's do it. Okay, so this is something that you turn on and it goes in a circle and it creates wind. And people usually turn it on when it gets hot or warm, and it can sometimes be a little loud depending on the kind you have. It is a fan. If you guessed fan, give yourself a little pat on the back. You did it. All right, next word. Be thinking about it, okay? I'm gonna give you some more clues. All right, this is a place where you can find lots of animals or lots of food being grown. And there's usually, let's see, pigs or cows or chickens there if it's the kind of animals. It'll have a barn usually. Can you guess the word I'm thinking of that starts with farm? Right, farm. Farm starts with the letter sound. Nice. All right, so let's move on to our third word that you gotta guess. All right, let's see. Let me pick from my list of words. Okay, all right, I've got this one. It is something that you can switch on or click on. You usually go to it when the lights go out so that you can have some light. It uses batteries usually. It shines a bright light at the other end. Can you guess what I'm thinking of? Flashlight. Yeah, you got it. Flashlight starts with the letter sound. Very nice. All right. Our next one is going to be, okay, I got a good one. All right. Now, it's a type of truck, okay? And I know a lot of friends get very excited when they see one, and you can usually hear it coming because it has really loud sirens. And it's usually bright red, and there's a lot of people on there to come to the rescue because you usually call this truck to come. Oop, gave part of it away. When there's an emergency of some sort. Can you guess what it is? That's right, a fire truck. A fire truck starts with, and wait a minute, Who's working on that fire truck? What do we call those people? That's right, firemen or fire people, right? Because there could be fire women too. Good work. There's a couple of words that go along with fire truck, like fire people, and I'm sure there's a fire hose on that truck, but fire truck starts with F. Good job. All right, so next is, all right, something you can find in your kitchen. It's usually in a drawer. It's a type of thing that you eat with, and you usually eat with this when you need to poke your food to get it to your mouth. Can you think of the word I'm talking about? Fork. Nice. Fork starts with the letter sound F. All right, are you ready for our last one? Okay, so this is an animal, a type of animal that lives underwater. Okay, and these animals can be very colorful. They have scales, and some people may even have them as pets. Can you guess what I'm thinking of? Fish. Fish starts with the letter sound F. Wow, nice work. You guys really did well with guessing those F words when I was giving you those clues. All right, so now that we're done playing our guessing game with words that start with the letter sound, I thought we could read a book. And this book is called Frances Fox and Her Forever Friend. Frances Fox and Her Forever Friend. Wow. Even in the title of that book, there are 4 words. So I think this book that we're going to read together have a lot more words that start with the letter sound F. Are you ready to listen? All right, let's go. Frances Frog's Forever Friend. Frances Frog had lots of friends at Alphabetty's school, but her favorite friend did not go to her school. Her friend's name was Felicity Fox. Frances and Felicity were very different. Frances was bumpy, Felicity was furry. Frances was fancy, Felicity was plain. Frances was frisky, Felicity was quiet. Frances was funny and often laughed. Felicity was serious and sometimes frowned. And Frances was frequently a little foolish. But Felicity was never ever foolish. Still, each was the other's favorite friend. Felicity had fun with Frances. Frances helped Felicity feel brave, even when she felt afraid. Frances could always count on Felicity. If Frances had a problem, Felicity could often fix it. One fine day, Frances and Felicity planned a picnic. Each packed her own favorite foods. Frances Frog had French fries, deep-fried fritters, and fizzy pop. Felicity had fresh fruit, fish tacos, and frozen yogurt. "What a fantastic fried food feast," said Frances. "What a fine, flavorful, low-fat food," said Felicity. In 5 minutes, Frances had finished all her food. A few minutes later, she felt awful. "I'm too full. My tummy is stuffed. In fact," said Frances, "I feel sick." "Oh, Frances," Felicity frowned, "you stuffed yourself with fatty foods. And you ate too fast. That was very foolish." But Felicity felt sorry for Frances, so she helped her floppy friend shuffle home. One fall afternoon, Frances and Felicity played football. Frances kicked the football far down the field. Felicity made a fantastic catch. She ran up the field very fast. Frances flipped her feet, she flapped her arms, and she fluttered her fingers. Poor Felicity was frustrated and confused. She stumbled and fumbled the ball. Frances flopped on top of it. Felicity folded her arms. "Sometimes you don't play fair, Frances. That was a foolish thing to do, and I wish you would apologize." "Oh, Felicity," Frances laughed, "I was just having fun." Felicity frowned. It wasn't fun for me. One sunny afternoon, Frances and Felicity went to the swimming pool. I am not a good swimmer, Frances, said Felicity, so I will lie on my fish float. Carefully, Felicity stretched out her float. Then she gave Frances a reminder. No more foolishness, she said. Promise? Fine, laughed Frances. Frances flew off the diving board. She did a fancy flip, and then she fell on the water with a foamy kerflup. She flapped her arms and flopped her feet. Water flooded over Felicity. She was flipped right off her fish float. Felicity was frantic, and she was afraid. Help! Help! Cried Felicity. Frances flew into action. She flipped Felicity back onto her fish float. Huffing and puffing, Frances pulled Felicity to safety. Felicity fussed and fumed as Frances lifted her out of the water. Felicity was furious. That was not funny, Frances, said Felicity. That was a very foolish thing to do. Frances felt awful. I'm so sorry, Felicity, said Frances. I did not mean to frighten you. You are my forever friend. For the first time, Frances looked really sorry. I forgive you, said Felicity. Sometimes you are a foolish frog, but you are a fast helper. Finally, instead of frowning, Felicity smiled. Frances, you are my forever friend, too. From then on, Frances Frog was a much kinder and more careful friend. She still liked having fun, but she always made sure Felicity Fox was having fun, too.